What is up, y'all? It is me, Austin, and today I am at Universal Studios Hollywood in Universal City, California. This is my very first time here at the park. I've been to the Florida park many times, so I'm excited to see what the opposite coast version is all about. I'm mainly looking forward to Super Nintendo World and the Backlot Tour. Those two both look like some good and iconic and unique attractions to this park. So yeah, I'm excited. This looks like we're entering City Walk. That's what it looks like right here. I will say, like, the way I guess the parking and everything, all the buildings are set up is definitely a lot different than the Florida park. Like, you see like all the movie posters on a huge building as you're driving up. I swear, this City Walk seems huge compared to the Florida one. That's really cool. There's so much. There's Johnny Rockets here. They have some of the same things that Florida one has, but also a lot of other cool, unique things. Now I'm approaching the front entrance here. This is exciting. There is the Universal globe sort of over there. And yeah, here is the iconic Universal Studios Hollywood entrance, decked out in a bunch of Super Nintendo World advertising. All right, now I am officially inside of the park. This is exciting. Now I'm entering the walkway over to the lower lot because this park is split into an upper lot and a lower lot. This is probably going to be sort of like the moving walkways at Florida, except with both escalators and the fact that like I'm already in the park and not like walking over to the park. I can see Super Nintendo World over there in the distance. That's really cool. I'm excited for that. All right, now I'm approaching Super Nintendo World, the sign here, and the tunnel to get in. Now I am officially inside Super Nintendo World. It's 200 minutes. Absolutely ridiculous for this ride, this type of ride. Yeah, but am I gonna do it? I mean, I came all this way to come here, so looks like it. Leaving. All right, so I'm actually gonna go through the single rider line because they have one. Only thing is I'm gonna miss like the normal standby queue. I guess the single rider line's pretty cool here. I mean, if I do want to see the queue later, then I guess I'll come back. But 200 minutes is a long wait for this ride. Been about an hour almost, so I'm glad to see we've gotten to the point where we're seeing the instruction videos. Hopefully that means we're actually close. Bowser's Challenge. This is exciting. Just rode Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. And even though the ride did stop a couple of times because of some technical difficulties, it was a fun ride. It was pretty immersive, and I did really like the ending when I went to Rainbow Road. That was great. And I will admit that the like headset thing on the ride, because there's like a headset so you can see like all the racers, like everyone else racing you, all the other opponents, while like you're on the ride. That is a little gimmicky, but it's still fun, and that's also part of why I like the ending of the ride. All right, I have now left the very land I came here for, which was Super Nintendo World. So now I'm going to ride Revenge of the Mummy. I'm gonna ride that one because that will be technically a new credit for me, because it has a bit of a different layout than the one in Florida, and also even if it was a clone, it'd still be a new credit for me. And then after that, I might get some food. I don't know if I've already said this already, like in this video, but I love how there's like all these like movie posters like throughout like the whole park and resort. Like I don't feel like the Florida one really like, you know, advertises their movies as much. I've seen like when Minions Rise of Gru was out, I remember seeing like banners at like the front entrance of the Florida park. But otherwise, like, we don't get all this. Just rode Revenge of the Mummy California edition, and I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't know if many people would agree with me, but I think this is better than the Florida version. Now, it could just be me not being used to the difference in layout, but I swear the launch is more intense. Plus, you got a whole backwards section, whereas the Florida one just has like a little dip as like as its backwards part. The pacing felt faster and quicker, and like the ride felt more jumpy, if that makes sense. Not really saying like there was a bunch of airtime, but it felt like there were a lot of those kind of moments, if that makes sense. So yeah, I thought that was really good, and considering this is the only major coaster in the park, it's a really good one. Now I'm gonna head back over to the upper lot so I can get something to eat. I think I'm gonna eat at Minion Cafe, because that's something we don't have at Universal Studios Florida, so I want to see what it's like. Now I am back in the upper lot, so now I'm on my way to get some food. And it looks like the Minion Cafe is right here, right underneath the illumination sign. Looks like the land also goes this way as well. Just ate some rotisserie chicken, corn, and fries. I also tried some of their banana barbecue sauce. That's interesting. But yeah, the food was good. So now I'm heading over to the backlot tour, because that's another thing I really want to do here at Universal Studios Hollywood, because it is unique to this park. Okay, so plot twist. I'm actually going Hogsmeade. So yeah, and then I'm gonna do the backlot tour a little later. So yeah, this looks a lot like the Hogsmeade in Florida, because obviously it is Hogsmeade. It is the same Harry Potter universe. Big difference is like the rides, because you go over here and look, it's just a wall and a gate. No Hagrid's, no Dragon Challenge, no nothing. But there is Forbidden Journey here, I believe. But they do have some effects there. That's pretty cool. All right, so another plot twist. I'm actually gonna ride this ride, Forbidden Journey, just so I can get out of the rain here.
voices down, filled with chaos. All despicable.
Did y'all walk through like a
Just rode Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey California edition, and it's so weird, like me having gone to Universal Studios Florida so much. So weird riding a ride that's like pretty much the same, but there's a lot of like differences, like subtle ones, such as like the the animatronics for like the Dementors, and some of the like spiders were like different. But yeah, that was fun. All right, now it's time to do the studio tour. I'm excited.
To your left. This will last up to 1 hour, so would you like to do something by the back? I do know the good problem.
We're going to be together for about 45 minutes to then I'm going to take about 30 minutes for everyone to leave. Up here behind the yellow. But say hi, guys. Hi. Oh, you gotta meet my special celebrity guest star for the tour as well. He's very famous. You probably know him. You might know him as the host of The Tonight Show or the host of That's My Jam on ABC.
From our Back to the Future franchise and our very fuel-efficient vehicles from our Flintstones movie. For any of my Harry Potter fans, we have the Ford Anglia here, which brought Ron and Harry back to Hogwarts, in a scene that looked a lot like my first time behind the wheel of a car, so I am very thankful that Sage is driving this tram and not me. Now, we also have a couple of vans, or one van from Jordan Peele's Nope, as well as the Crawdaddy from his film Us. Now, that boat right there was the one used in the very final scene of the movie. Now, right here on the left, we have our Bradley Infantry Fighting Vehicle. Now, everyone take a good look at that thing, because I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. Now, every panel that you guys see is created entirely out of plywood, painted to look like metal. Sometimes, depending on the lighting of the scene, it might be hard for the water to show up on camera, which is where our digital effects team will come in post-production to add an extra layer of rain. All right, team, I think that's a cut on the rain. Now, that right there, friends, was one of our first attractions that we had here on the backlot. So we actually used that on opening day of the studio.
Just rode the studio tour. That was really cool because I got to see a bunch of actual sets that Universal uses, as well as pretty much some ride experiences. Like a couple of them were like standalone rides at Universal. And there was another one that I think used to be at the Florida park. But when I said the first two, I meant like the Florida parks. I think there was also one of them that used to be at the Florida park. It was like an earthquake experience. Disaster was what it was called at Universal Florida. So yeah, that was really cool. All right, now I'm back in Hogsmeade, and now I am about to ride this version of Flight of the Hippogriff, which looks quite a bit different in comparison to the Florida version of this. So this will be a new coaster credit for me. Technically speaking, it will be my 149th, and I am looking forward to it. Just rode Flight of the Hippogriff. This is much better than Florida's version for sure because it's very unique. You can tell it's a newer ride. This one is like a much smoother, more modern ride. It's more fun. Like the helixes are more intense and more sharply banked. It's really cool for a kids coaster. Like really well done for a family coaster. Just got some butterbeer from the Three Broomsticks because that's always a must. So now I'm gonna go head over to the Secret Life of Pets. Even though that's a bit of a long wait, it's something unique to this park that Universal Studios Florida doesn't have. So that'll be pretty cool to see. Probably be a lot like Minion Mayhem. I think it's just dark ride, but it's cool to. It'll be cool to see what that's like. Time to ride the Secret Life of Pets off the leash.
She probably adopt all of them. Freak out.
Oh, right. She probably.
Now head on around the corner to the building storage area. Go! Go, go, go! Yeah! All right, now get out. Come on, you gotta leave. Move your puppy.
Just rode the Secret Life of Pets ride. I forgot the full name. I will say that was a bit underwhelming considering it was a 1 hour wait, but I guess it makes sense why it's a 1 hour wait. Really well themed though. Great queue line and great theming. The ride's just so slow. That's the only thing. I guess I was expecting more from it. All right, so I'm gonna do this little unique Fu Panda experience last here at the park because, I don't know, it's getting a little late, it's cold, wet, my phone's about to die. So this will be the last one, and I think I'll be on my way. All right, so I just watched the Kung Fu Panda experience. That's a pretty cool show. So I'm gonna be heading out now. I'm gonna be heading out to City Walk to get a bite to eat. So my overall thoughts on this park. This is a very interesting park that I've been to. I'm so used to the Florida Universal parks that this is definitely a change of pace, especially in like the park layout. The park layout is very interesting with the two lots being like split, but then also I guess everything in each section is like, it's almost like everything's kind of packed together, so it's very interesting. I feel like I'm gonna say it's almost as if, I probably shouldn't be saying this here, but it's almost as if Universal made the average Disney park, but also added a studio tour. It has mostly screen rides, it has a couple of coasters, one of them being a major coaster, but not much for coasters. But then the studio tour is really cool because like you actually go through like actual film studios while also experiencing certain ride experiences. So that's honestly cool. I will say this visit has been weird because literally the entire time it has been cold and rainy. The rain has not stopped at all throughout the day. It's either been drizzling or fully raining. And that's kind of funny. I come to California at the one time that it's cold and rainy. I'm going to Six Flags Magic Mountain tomorrow. It'll definitely still be as cold, but hopefully it won't be as rainy. It doesn't look like it will be, but I guess we'll see how that goes. If you want to watch that video, then I'll put it in the end screen. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more theme park related content like this, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye guys.